Hello, how are you? And welcome to Road Odyssey. I am Burke. Please subscribe down below. Thank you very much. And welcome. I appreciate y'all showing up. And this topic is basically about Ford versus Chevy, or the Mustang versus the Corvette, perhaps. I don't know. So, over the past couple of months, at least since beginning of June, I guess, there have been rumors of Ford wanting to go mid-engine with something. So something that might compete against the C8 Corvette. So I've had this topic in the back of my mind for the last month or so, since I had seen the information out there on the internet and these articles. And I really think that this is all nothing. But I investigated it, and I just wanted to share with y'all the little bit of information and the rumors and renderings and all this stuff that I've seen floating around, and just kind of tie it with a bow and present it to you. So here we go.
Chevrolet has the largest portion of the premium sports car market. Ford, on the other hand, shares the pony car, muscle car market with other manufacturers with their Mustangs, and they really don't sell a lot of the Ford GTs. Like in this rendering, what if Ford took the GT and modified it to compete with the Chevy Corvette? I can't say that I really like these renderings that much, but it does give you an idea of, people are thinking about this and wondering what Ford might want to do to compete more closely with the C8 Corvette. Just like with Chevrolet, Ford tried making rear or mid-rear sports cars, such as the Mustang 1 in 1962. The Mustang 1 was part of a trend for automakers to try to make mid-rear engine cars. And then around 1967 through about 69, Ford tried the Mustang Mach 2. This Mach 2 was a result of Ford watching manufacturers like Lamborghini and from the highly successful company Porsche. So Ford thought if they made a really cool rear engine car or mid-engine car, they might be able to take a part of that sales market. I thought I'd throw in here another very recent rendering of a GT500, hey, made into a rear engine car. How cool is that? The Ford Mustang's true competitor with Chevrolet is yet another pony car or muscle car, the Chevy Camaro. Sales for the Mustang up through July 2nd, 2021 has been 33,786, compared to about 30,000 Challengers and almost 10,000 Camaros. So the Mustang does sell very, very well. But just because the Mustang sells well and Ford makes a ton of money, it doesn't mean that Ford still doesn't want to compete with Chevrolet on their Corvette, as well as the Camaro. Here's a quick reality check about the Ford Mustang, and that is, the Challenger is really a challenge for Ford. So Ford's got its work cut out to keep up with all these different vendors. When you look at the premium sports car market, as of July 10th or about the 21st of 2021, Corvette again crushed that market. It outsold everything. And it could be because of that, Ford is saying, hey, I really want a piece of the premium sports car market, just like Corvette. If anyone can compete against the C8 Corvette in the sports car segment, it's Ford. So Ford recently obtained a C8 Corvette theoretically for benchmarking purposes. That's what all these articles have said. So this C8 was seen on Oakwood Boulevard in Dearborn, which is the main area where a lot of Ford facilities are located. Another curiosity or coincidence came from Ford, who filed for a trademark for the Thunderbird name again back in January of this year, 2021. Having seen the C8 with Ford and the Thunderbird name being filed as a trademark again by Ford brings up the question, what is Ford up to? What would it take to retool the Ford GT from a supercar to a nice, attainable sports car? Well, you might combine the Ford GT with the Mustang GT 500. Could this happen? An article from Drive Tribe thought this through a little bit. They supposed that the new Ford could be a Thunderbird variant. TopSpeed also thought that the Ford GT would make a great platform for a C8 competitor. Ford would definitely have to meet the following requirements. The car would have to be affordable. They would have to have high production rate, and it would have to have an exceptional drivetrain. If Ford was to use the GT as their platform for a new mid-engine car, it still might use the 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 EcoBoost. Of course, this engine would be expected to be a detuned version. It would also have to share the GT's 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox, the only gearbox used in their mid-engine layout. So it is a 7-speed DCT. If I was to go deeper down the rabbit hole of these rumors, why not go on and look at the Ford GR1? As recently as 2019, this concept car has been talked about. Maybe this is what the C8 is being matched up against. I don't know. I really don't care. It is a rumor. Now, there may be a street version of the GR1, and it is currently being built by Superformance. So Superformance is a low-volume car manufacturer basically working with Ford. They make a lot of Ford-related race cars, kit cars for racing. So they would be able to make at least about 300 cars per year. Now, I don't know that Ford would team up with Superformance, who the CEO is Lance Stander. But you know, it's just fun to entertain this idea. This was a Ford Shelby GR1 concept car that is just really a fantastically fast car, used for racing, of course. The Ford Shelby GR1 is now going to have a V8 that should be close to the Mustang Shelby GT 500, producing probably above 700 horsepower. Now, it's probably not going to be the car to compete with the C8 Corvette, but knowing that Ford does have this relationship with Superformance, who knows what could happen in the future. It would just be something fun to keep an eye on. To further illustrate that these rumors are a little goofy, found this article from last year, 2020, saying that the Ford Thunderbird was going to be a 2021 release, costing 40 to 50 grand. It would be a sports car of some type, luxurious, of course. And yet, as we all know, this has not happened. So it just illustrates you got to take these rumors with a huge grain of salt. History tells us that Ford and Chevy are always competing against each other. Well, you know what? The big three have always competed against each other. With the high sales of the C8 in their niche, the premium sports car market, Ford might be seriously considering a new rival to the C8 Corvette. Knowing that they have now gone back to the Thunderbird name and they've been seen driving their C8 Corvette around. But, you know, it's doubtful that the Superformance GR1 will be the car. Yet, we don't know. So let's keep our eyes open on all these various areas and just see if any of these rumors actually stick.
That'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And what do y'all think? Do you really think that Ford is actively looking for a new vehicle that would compete directly, seriously directly, against the C8 Corvette? I'm not so sure, but time will tell. You know, I really liked the GT500 and the GT350R. I actually looked at the GT350R before getting a C8 Corvette. I love those cars. I've had a Mustang 5.0 many moons ago, so I do love Mustangs just like I do Corvettes. But anywho, what do y'all think about all this mess? Like I said, time will tell. So anyway, with that, hope y'all have a great day. Relax, take it easy, and I will see you later. Bye.